Look at me with 3.
Try to do that on the bus.
Look at me.
Alright, it's the sound
On the trumpet.
Yeah, that's it.
Song.
At least some people know it.
Kyle, let's give everyone 9:30.
Give everyone 9 minutes and 30 seconds?
Yep.
It was 8 minutes. Alright, I'm probably just gonna do like the first 2 seconds.
Yep, good.
And everyone on the syllable D. I can change it up. From where you come from. Can everyone sing there? everyone sing that with me, the soprano one only. Ready? On T, 1, 2, 3, and sing. T, da, do, da, do, da, do, T. And then everyone sing the alto line. Okay. 1, 2. Re, fa, mi, re. Yeah, right. And now let's try that page turn again from the bottom, actually just from the beginning. Make sure you turn the page, just like take a mental picture of measure 9, and then turn, make sure you have page 10. Alright. From sound.
I think it's normally better. So the thing is just like Kodai world, there's this philosophy of you want to sing for people and not with them as the teacher, because then you can listen better. But I was mainly just talking about the breathing kind of.
Okay.
That's true to do that. Let's go to the very beginning. Let's go to the beginning and can we do something with this?
Yeah.
And something with this?
Yeah,
Like
I was
that
just-
idea?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. More eyes with them on them.
Got it. Sorry, from where they come in.
Try it with just the size of the pattern.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm sorry.
Which one?
They're raised.
Oh,
I guess I'm
yes.
I'm a worker. I'm trying to.
Bring focus, let's go.
Hard times.
Fitz, let's just do that much again.
Oh, okay.
Yep, start at the beginning and that much again.
Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears, while we all sob sorrow with a moan. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more.
Alright, so I know you're still learning stuff and all that. But I'm giving a slight cutoff on tears and ears on the first page because there's a comma there. Just I feel like
We'll come back to that in just a second, okay? So John, Fitz, you're doing something pretty typical with a lot of novice conductors is you're kind of mirroring, kind of not. And your left hand is living like right here, like kind of in your hip area.
Okay.
So it's better either to bring it and mirror it like completely or just to let it go. For now, I think we should just let it go.
Okay.
Just try not to do anything with your
I'll
left
stay
hand.
there on my
Well, maybe not that, but just just try to relax it, okay? And so the thing that I want for you, I just want you to bring your hand out just a little. It was living kind of really close to here, and we were getting just a lot of, and then with this, it was just kind of, there was just a lack of clarity in where you wanted your beat to be. So I just want you to just bring the hand out just a little bit, and just think about trying to keep, don't let your hand like swivel. Just try to keep your hand kind of in a general, so you see it like you're wanting to bring your elbow in.
Yeah.
Try to think more like it's coming from there. 1, 2, 3. Well,
Slow burn.
there you go. Okay, so let's do this very first entrance, and make good eye contact with the accompanist, and keep have your hand between you and her, and it's just going to be 4 and 4, and it'll be that clear. Okay, so let's. Because what it is so that your connection with between you was great. So then it was just getting right into the pattern.
Yeah.
You know, it's 4, 1. Okay? You got it this time.
Alright.
but it's on the right track. Right where they start singing, and I want you to think about, I want you to have your hand position kind of like you're just sticking your finger out. Okay, I mean, it doesn't have to be straight out, but just pointing out. And I want you to think about, you're trying to keep your index finger going. You see how, like, it's mostly going the same speed, right? Right now, you're giving like a lot of hard down feelings, and so it's like, like it's not consistent speed. And this, especially this song, it's all the same tempo, right? So do that with the index finger, and right where they start singing.
Okay.
Let us pause in life's pleasures.
Sorry. Does everyone know where we're going? Okay, just making sure.
Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears while we also sorrow.
That's good. Keep doing it. Just a little more rebound on each beat.
There's a song that will linger forever in my ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song.
Okay, good. I want you to do that much now. I want you to keep that same feeling, but just relax your hand, and it's just your hand is open. Okay?
Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears, while we all solve sorrow with our own. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again.
Okay, good. Do that much. I'm liking the hand position stuff a lot more. It's much more decipherable to see where you want the beat. This time, I want you not to mouth the words, but just breathe when you want them to breathe.
Okay.
Okay?
never mind.
Okay. For that lift breath, think about, you're trying to do like a close gesture. I would just think about like just doing an up or use your left hand.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Back to sound the trumpets.
Yes.
We're going that same section.
It's actually super fun. It's actually kind of nice, but also.
This reminds me of Messiah.
This is going to be on my junior side. Thank you very much.
Sounds Messiah.
Oh, it is? Yeah. Well, I mean, to conduct. For people that don't know.
Let's try that again.
His face like, yeah. You're right.
Sound the trumpet, sound, sound, sound the trumpet in the town. Make the listening shores resound. Make the listening shores resound. You make the listening shores resound.
All right. It was that page turn is
Yeah, you can blame on the page turn. But
yeah.
Read that in A.
just try it one more time. Yeah, give them another shot.
Okay.
You want another shot, right?
Yes.
It's just a second
Okay.
dominant.
Thank-
Yeah,
thanks.
it's moving to dominant for a second for this section.
that page turn of Dr. Beats.
Okay. So, I mean, I like the expressivity in your gesture.
I'm trying to find moments where I can break out of the
Pattern.
yeah, so like this one, like this, and also
Yeah, so you're doing a pretty good job of cueing. Sometimes it's like last minute, like you know, dun 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 dun. And so just try to get there at like half a beat sooner. Your eye contact there. I'm gonna ask you not to mouth your words again.
Oh, can I not even do like
You can do vowel shape.
okay.
Yeah. So for these, you're doing like think of just like bringing it up instead of out.
And while doing the pattern, and
You
then,
can let this go.
okay.
Yeah. I know it's a little bit like this to try to do it all.
Yeah.
So do, you know, like some kind of scaffolding. So just work on one and then bring in. But yeah, you could spend time just practicing everyone just with your right hand do a pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now your hand is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I spent so many hours when I was your age doing that. I don't necessarily know it's the most effective way of being like, you know, but okay. But yes, for now you can like just do one or the other. I mean that's kind of what I was showing Jacob. You know, you can do this and then get back into the pattern.
Is there a way I can make that gesture of syncopation a bit more clear? Because that's what I'm trying to do. Like 3, da 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 da.
So for a syncopation, like what I would do is, like if you're growing 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then give a hard 3. Da 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 da.
But still within time.
Yeah, hard, like a hard, just like really hit 3 hard. And maybe even like kind of try to pull back instead of having like a full rebound, just kind of.
Okay.
Start where they start singing. So if he, yeah, because I feel like you guys did naturally what you want to do, and he did something a little different, so. Try one more time. Thank you for doing what he was. I think it's much clearer like what he wants dynamically, right? Okay, so keep that. I like your beat 3, but you need to give us a beat 4. Like when you do the 3, give us a beat 4, just so we can kind of feel like we're in, you know, the same vibe, right? And then when you get here, when the parts are together, you're doing something where you're bringing your hand, like your hand is like this. I just want you to bring your hand over, and yeah, I think it'll just add clarity to what we want. Okay, same thing. It's good work, Eddie. Yeah, it's the cue. In some ways, it's a very lovely, like, come with me kind of gesture, but I just want it to be a little more precise to give us where that downbeat is, where the beat is. Does that make sense? So it's right, it's this. So just cue, don't let your hands turn this way, just let them cue this way. Yes. Okay, can we start on the second sound?
Sound the trumpet, sound, sound, sound the trumpet till around. You make the listening shores rebound. You make the listening shores rebound.
Yeah, let's give it another shot.
Yeah.
Take another shot.
Another shot.
Can we just, it's the last bar of the first page. Trumpet.
Disappointment.
I won't get
It's
it.
just a little too chummy.
You guys got those pictures?
Yes.
Sound the trumpet till around. Make the listening shores rebound.
I think we need help with that.
Well, next time.
Next.
Ashley's done.
Yeah, so I want you to watch the video, and I want you to think of this is kind of what we're talking about Fitz too. Think about trying to keep your hand. Like, the thing about it is when you do it, it's really expressive, which I like. So part of me is like, I don't want to feel like I have to iron all the expressivity out, but I think for clarity, we just need to keep the hand position easy this way. Okay, all right, keep working. All right, Jesus.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good. Okay, I'm gonna be doing that one right there.
What's the name?
I don't know. No. Let's do page 4, the bottom system, please. Pick up to the second measure of the bottom system. Okay, let's start with let's do no for now. Okay, so I'll be conducting it in 4. So the 8th note is the beat. I know I can
Big brain.
Oh, sorry. Page 4. Pick up to the second measure of the last system, bottom system.
She did that.
She did that. You know that. Yes.
Okay. So let's try it without.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine. Starting same place.
Yeah, same place, men. I need more of you guys.
Got it.
I can hear you pretty well, but more of you guys. Please.
Got it.
Yeah, same thing. D, D, D. Just do D.
So the solo is D now.
Yes. Yes. Let's just change to D. All right.
D
do me a favor, you guys, and try to make it still rhythmic, but not choppy. Right now it's da 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 da. Okay, more legato, please. Now let's see if we can start paying attention to dynamics. Okay. Yeah, and I'll also try to show those as we go. Thank you. Okay. Same place. D D D. Keep going.
Okay, let's try the, like a couple of measures before the fermata stuff.
Shall we do?
That was better that time. Knew what was going on. That's good.
Good. Awesome. Thank you guys for that. On the second measure of the bottom system soprano treble part, can you maybe make that a mezzo de voce on the top note? Is that half note really? So make it, you know what a mezzo de voce is. Okay. On the D, yeah, common or whatever. And then watch for the retards on the last page. I'll also try to be clear, but you did very well on the very last one. And then yeah, just watch those. Make the beginning dynamic of the second system of page 6, where the first retard is, make that a mezzo forte, and then on the second retard a mezzo piano, and then the last dynamic we're gonna end on piano. Okay, so it's gradual. Yeah, let's start from second. Pick up to the bottom system of page 5. Make sense? Vinta, sei willkommen, whatever. Okay. DDD is fine. Okay, try it one more time.
causing them to not know exactly where the beat is. And so for that retard, that's where if you're just really precise of where that change of direction is. I'm not saying like that's hard, but where the change of the direction is.
Okay.
Okay? Let's start closer to it. The pickup to page 6, first system, pickup
To the second measure.
Yeah.
My fault. D. Sorry.
Okay, now we're working a little bit more on that repertoire. Let's do that again. We just shake out your arms. Do you sometimes are told that you have tension in your singing? Okay, yeah. So like I like what you do with your hands sometimes, like I think it's very expressive, but right now sometimes I get like a lot of tension. So just relax. Okay, so next time I definitely want you to feel really confident about how you're gonna navigate this. And then when you do the retard, if they're not with you, try counting out loud with them and see if the counting will help. There was one time where you shh them. What is that indicative of? This is for anyone. If you're shh.
Stop
Well, right. I mean that's the cue. He wants you to be quieter. But what is going on that he has to shh?
We're too loud.
Yes, that is all true.
This
This is the wrong.
We're not looking.
You're not looking at him, and that's probably indicative of you're not looking at them. Okay? So eyes forward with the choir. Yeah. Okay, alright, thank you.
14.
Oh, stay on that piece.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I like that tempo, Jesus.
104. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, beginning. You know what? I lied. Same spot that he was working on. So, page 4, bottom system. Yeah. Okay. It's dragging. I'll slow it down just a bit, but let's pick up the
Okay, when the choir isn't going at the speed you want them to, how should that affect your gesture? If they are going too slow, what should you do with your gesture?
Maybe get it smaller.
Smaller. Think of it like a basketball. If you're dribbling a basketball and you're trying to dribble it faster, you bring it closer to the ground, right?
Yep.
For some reason, and this is for you aren't doing this right now, but novice conductors, they put more effort into it. Like this is the tempo, and that has the adverse effect of what you want. What you normally want to do is zero in on your pattern and make it really small. Like this is where I am, right there. Make sense? Okay. All right. So think small pattern. Okay. For now.
D is still a good vowel. If you want to switch to something else because you're tired of it. I'm here. All right. Can we try that again? Please, keep up with me. Maybe it's my fault. It's probably my fault. But let's try it again. 1, 2.
just want you to be confident about it. You're doing a great job. Just like own it. And then I want, I guess it was here. I want a clear cutoff
Yeah.
where you want that.
I was focused on conducting the piano, but I forgot that y'all aren't holding it.
Yeah, so cut them off, and yeah. So let's just start the pickup to the last. So page 5, pickup to the last system. Okay, so you did exactly what I did. You gave them a very clear cutoff. So if you just think, for now, just think, cut them off, and then just get back on beat 1 with the pianist. Like, don't worry about like trying to do everything. Okay. Here, breathe with them. You're like, your hands are doing everything right. I just want you to breathe with them. Okay. Pick up. So we're top of page 6. The pick up to the second measure. Just do it again.
Okay. Okay, so, this was better. You did like a inhalation with the pianos and then a catch breath with them. That's perfectly fine. That's fine. Okay.
It may be a little easier just to look at the pianist and breathe with the choir.
Okay.
Like just kind of, but that's great. Okay, so now I want you to think right here, who needs your support? They do.
Nope, they do.
Yeah. Okay, so will you do something to help them there?
Yep.
And if you need to let everything else go, let everything else go. Okay?
Okay.
Same place. This is top of 6. Gosh. This was a good effort.
I didn't know.
That's a good effort. I would like maybe think and pray on it about what you wanna do there. This time I want you to do this again and try to at least like peek over at it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Is that okay to go like out
Yeah.
and up and then?
Yeah, so you've got any cut off? Yeah, you just start doing a fret will be 4. That's completely fine. Yeah. I think that's what you want. You want to
Yeah.
stop. You're not aligned. You're behind. That's fine. Let's do the whole thing. What would happen if I took this completely away from you? You're fine. Here's the thing. It's just conducting.
Yeah.
It's just conducting. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. So.
Well, not right now.
So you're going to start.
Not right now.
What do you fall off the stage?
Nothing's gonna happen
Yeah.
right now.
I'm in
That can happen.
Alright.
We live a charmed life that we get to do this, right?
right?
Yeah.
Amen.
So
Uh-huh.
it's all gonna be okay.
If you
Alright.
pass out, I'll get that.
Yeah, you were starting. Yep.
I was being mean.
It's okay.
You can,
I'll
but
just
your
make
eye
it.
contact is like 100% better. So just have more eye contact. I think that will help you with the tempo stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Last time. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Please hold me time. Don't let me be like.
It just went off, so.
Okay. Here. So will you look at the dedication?
Sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Are you singing and you hear and you sing light and rain? There are frail souls waiting at the door. Their voices are silent, their dreams will say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more.
I messed up a bit in its new material, so it's a little train wreck. I was making that one.
I'm glad we're
Caption of
So let's just go back to the
Okay.
So it was much better. You're doing a really great job of cueing. And it's clear to me what you want. Sometimes it's not always translating,
Okay.
but for the most part, the biggest issue I think is still I think beats 1 and 2 are okay. It's 3 and 4 we just have a lot of wrist action.
Yeah.
And your pattern right now, and I think part of this is a you're trying to do like it be gently, is living really close to your body right here. And so I think that's why we're getting a lot of wrist action.
Okay.
So just maybe just bring it out just a little bit.
Maybe.
Okay?
Okay. Let's just stick with that first half.
Such an interesting oral experience. This like people singing in just very different octaves. It's really
So weird.
No, it's like 6 people. Like people are just yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like we're hitting. It's just like I said, an interesting oral experience. Do you for taking your voice?
So
What's the
interesting,
comment?
right?
I need to
I'm
make
sure
one.
you guys made like for that.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Wait, fight.
Yes.
Fight. Someone fight.
Yes.
Let's fight. Let's go.
Pleasures and countless many tears, but we also sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more.
that like some people were just singing in different octaves, and it was interesting. Like some people were singing super low, and some people were singing high.
I wasn't even thinking about.
Okay. So like I don't want you to think that I was like, I want you to sing wherever you want, and also I know that a lot of you have multiple hours of singing today. So like do what's best for whatever your voice is. Okay. Okay. It's better. Okay. So now beat 2, we're having some things like come in. Is that time?
I'll give that 30 seconds.
Okay. So like sometimes elbow comes in, but that's I think that's on the right track. Do that one more time.
Okay.
Sing what's noted.
Right where you start singing.
Okay. Right when you start singing. Okay, ready? Sorry.
Let us pause in thy pleasures and count its many tears, where we all such sorrow.
For now, I want you to have just more rebound in general. 1, 2, 3. It's beats 2 and 3 that just kind of like you have a 1, 2, 3,
You're right.
4. Yeah. So I just want just a little bit more rebound, and then we can kind of just have more consistency. All right. Thank you. Sorry.
I was vibing. No problem.
Yes, sound.
It was just Emilio.
Maybe we need to.
I have that today.
Oh, okay.
And sing.
Well, that's what I was like. That was mainly what I was talking about. Because you're singing low, and then like someone over there is singing down, and I like doing this.
Oh.
Right.
Some of those are listeners. That's personal. Yeah.
So, this is a question for everyone. Would you say the rhythmic accuracy was higher or lower on text than on a neutral syllable?
Higher.
Why is that?
Lower.
Well, I mean, that's true.
It also just makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's just sometimes consonants help you like
Yeah.
articulate, and so I mean I was actually kind of impressed with how like considering the last time I heard it.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm really not trying to be shady.
The last time you heard it?
Okay.
What was wrong by the way?
So I'm thinking you're trying to do this to decipher the pattern.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I think we just need more. This needs to be small. This needs to be big. Okay. All right. Why don't you start singing?
Might go a little bit faster.
Please stop.
Oh.
You didn't go faster. And then like, I can tell if you're trying to push. So, okay, a technique,
I mean, you're right.
if you want to change, and this is one thing that's hard about this class, is people take different approaches, right? Some people are going slow, some people faster. So there's always the 3 bears technique. Do you guys know the 3 bears technique? You do one, so that's too slow. Now I want you to do it super fast,
Okay.
so that they just stay with you. Okay? All right?
Here we go.
Oh, I like this. I like it. That's fun. That's the original.
So tell me, what did you like about the sound? What, something specific? What would you, what's something different?
I'm hot.
I think I liked the sound, the trumpet. That was better. I think it was had more bounce to it, but I think at the beginning we could make like more of a difference, connect more at the beginning, and then have that difference at whatever measure that is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th measure is the same.
Okay, so I want you to bring them in, and then I want you, instead of using the pattern to show the crescendo, I want you to do something, whether it's that, or whether it's this,
With no pattern?
with no pattern.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, sorry.
If you want to count, if you want to go 1, if you want to count, measure 4. that's fine.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so the thing that I liked about that was your face was much more engaged with what you wanted musically.
Okay.
So, will you start at the beginning, and I want you to give the tempo, like I want you to use the pattern with the accompanist, and then when we get to the entry of the choir, I want you to go to that gesture. Okay?
At the very beginning.
So it's tricky because you've got to let them in, and then. Can we start? We're on the first page. Let's start. Where you start singing.
Okay. The same thing.
I like it, but you can use it.
Okay.
so next time I want you to figure out, can you add this thing? Yeah, try to put them together.
Okay.
See if you can do that. All right, nice work. Thank
Yes,
you.
frankly, hi boy.
Okay, I'm now Hershey's, so that's cool.
Yay!
I'm drowning, yes.
You're comfortable.
I'll stop you. I get a sense you want to go fast.
I do, and I want everybody to look at me because no one's looking at me, so that's cool.
So, I think they're not looking at you because when you brought them in, you weren't looking at them when you did breathe.
Vibes.
So, yeah. So you're getting what you
Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many deeds, when we all stop sorrow with the world. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears, oh, hard times and no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did they do what you wanted as far as carrying over and
Like
breathing?
6.
Yeah, I think that's about right. I think it was pretty clear. Let's give them
Thank
another
you.
shot at it. Yes.
Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears, when we all stop sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more.
Okay, good. It's about the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to da 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 da. Can we start? There's a song that will linger. Pick up to 7.
So, wait, maybe I should just start.
There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again.
Yeah, so it's tricky.
Yeah.
So 1, 2. You could do left hand. Like you're kind of doing a stop thing. 1, 2, 3, and then you're just breathing. You could do 1, 2. You could do that's. It feels very muscular to do that. 1, 2.
Wait.
Just there's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Ever in our ears.
Okay.
Just kind of flick out. Let's see what happens. Okay, start there. There's a song that will linger.
There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh,
That was
hard
better. That was a
times
lot better.
come.
Yeah. And it's I think what it was is you were breathing, but the hand wasn't just connecting exactly with where you wanted the breath. And so it was a little. Do it one more time. Can you do it twice in a row?
Hopefully.
There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of a weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more.
Okay, I was confused, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I could do the same
Okay.
thing at this one as well.
Yeah, absolutely,
And then-
exact same thing.
So they're not doing this because they're, I don't know why, because I don't know how to like show maybe, or like.
So you're going forward.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, is as a conductor, forward feels very powerful. But from you, lateral is more visual, right? So I want you to think, instead of, maybe think this way, not all the way out, but like just more diagonal, and see if that helps. So this is top of 4, pick up to measure 11, is the song.
Tis the song, the sigh of a weary.
Let's just try that again. Now we're all on the same page. Okay?
Like, just like should I like make it more weighted, or like, how does that?
I think that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
So this is a place where you can go in the pattern if you want. You know, you could just do, so it's 4. Weary off, if you wanted to. If you wanted to like have more sagittal playing, you could do that.
Okay.
I think if you want to keep it within the pattern, you have to make the one small. Which, and this is the thing, it's like, it's not exactly in time with them because you're giving a big 3 when you're actually kind of backing off 3, but I think they will do it. Okay, so this is pick up to measure 11.
Tis the song, the sigh of a weary.
Yeah, I want you to do that again, but I just want you to put more
Okay.
weight into it, more, yeah. Think of it kind of like a ring gesture.
Okay.
Tis the song, the sigh of a weary. Hard times
That's right, we
That's
just got a little out of time, and
Yeah.
I know, like, it's,
How do you, so, for the whole,
so bring it a little bit away from you. So your pianist can still see what's going on. So it's just, it's almost like you're melding beat 1 and 2, and the gesture is different. Okay? Let's do it together. Okay, just the song. Here we go.
Tis the song, the sigh of a weary.
Yeah. And the thing is, what it is you have to prep that beat 1. So for before, you have to kind of prepare for it. Okay? Do it by yourself.
Tis the song, the sigh of a weary. Hard times,
It's just, is that 1 minute? Is that what?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
20 seconds.
American
Okay.
question?
I think it'll help if you think like you're moving through honey, like to create some resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I think
Like,
just in conducting in general, like, if you think about your arm is in water, like in the
Yeah.
pool, and you're like, so there's always pressure on every side of it. Like it's not gravity. So there's always a little bit of buoyancy from every side of it. Okay, so next time, like I think the thing, I'm liking the fact that I can tell when you want things a little more staccato or you want things more legato. That's really great. Keep working on this, and then let's try to go a little.
Okay,
Okay, great.
thank you.
All right, Frostiana.
Frostiana.
Thank you, Robert.
Page 13. Could I have an A? You guys sing an A? Sounds right. Sing it on an ooh.
Did that look like a cutoff? I was trying to do sforzando. Did that
It
look
looked like a
sforzando?
sforzando,
Or did you
but
guys
then
It looked like a
it's like-
Sforzano, they just didn't know it was coming.
Okay,
So now you know a Sforzano is coming, follow.
Oh, that was fun.
cool. So sing an ooh again.
Ooh.
Page 13. Oh, how did you know? Smart guy.
I go to college, you know.
Second system, 13. But I'm going to give myself a 4-bar to conduct it. It'll be a little slow, a little out of tempo. Ready? How's that? Good?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Can we do that again?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. I gotta do that. Make that better. Again. Cool.
That's good.
This time, going on, and I want you guys just to do rhythms. Cool?
Yeah. On what?
Just rhythms
On dot.
on text. Just rhythm on text. No piano this time. But the second time, well, later. All right, measure 72, or 71, which is right after now finishes. Cool? Here we go.
When she sees in the village how village things go, just when it seems to come in right, she says, I know.
So you guys see the sospirando. You guys are gonna sigh down, and that'll be cued by my beat 3. So 1, 2. Sorry. She says I know. Cool. All right. Again, this time we're going on. Going on. Cool. And get ready. There's some weird tempo things. So watch me, okay? Here we go. Ready and.
When she sees in the village how village things go, just when it seems to come in right, she says, I know. It says when.
Sorry.
I was.
Sorry. So I was going to do 2, 3.
It says
Cool.
when.
Cool. Here we go. 2, 3.
It's as when I was a farmer. Oh, never by way of advice.
Here we go, farmer.
Farmer. Oh, never by way of advice. And she
Okay. Again from 13 now. With piano. But still rhythms. Cool?
Got it.
Now? Sure, yeah, give me a bar. Give me 1 bar. Here we go.
how village things go. Just when it seems to come in right, she says, I know. It's as when I was a farmer. Oh, never by way of advice. And she never sins by telling the tale to the same person twice.
Beginning. Are you guys ready for pitches? Or?
Actually, let's try that last doodah one more time before
Okay.
you add pitches.
Okay, let's do it.
Um,
You want bottom 14 And she
and she never sins, just right there,
So you just did
the lento.
vice.
And she never sins by telling the tale.
Sorry.
To the same person twice.
Yeah, do that all again,
Okay. And she never. So you just vice.
And she never sins by telling the tale. To the same person twice.
Okay, so much clearer with the hands. The thing that will make it crystal clear is breathing with
The preps.
to the same.
Okay.
Especially that one. That's the one that's most important.
Sounds good.
Same thing.
Here we go. Vice.
And she never sins by telling the tale. To the same person twice.
Okay, go back now, add pitches to it.
Pitches? Feel pretty good about that? Do you guys want neutral syllable first, or
Yeah.
can we go straight neutral syllable
Yes,
first?
please.
Okay, let's do D, except for now. Now you can go ahead and use some English on now.
Okay.
13, pick up to now, not pick up to now. One bar for me to set you guys up. Here we go. Oh, so good, yes. So good. 2, 3. You got some basses? Here we go. Triple and triple. Da, da, dee, dee, dee. Oh, okay, here we go. 14 with the basses. Bass solo right here.
You may want parts.
Parts?
Yeah,
Just
you
play.
can play.
Okay. Parts, please. Here we go. 14. Nice and slow. Wait a second. Parts. You want them singing D on parts? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, I think you want the accompanist to play the
Oh, I
parts.
see. Yes. Could you play parts? Yes, I see what you're saying. Thank you. Here we go. 14, right on the page, when I was. Here we go. Got some advice? Wise one.
So,
Go through the parts like
let's have just the bottom two parts. Just the bottom two parts.
Okay.
With, Jenny, play their parts, please.
Okay. 14.
First of all, who's singing the middle part?
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine. Like, we're all here. Okay. So, Jenny, just play the bottom and the middle part. Okay. Here we go. Right on it. When?
Not quite.
So, one thing that will help Kyle, you can count out loud.
Okay.
You can speak the text as things are happening, like when you find things are just not kind of going.
Just get it in the ear.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that then. 14, I'll speak this time. That's my time.
Well,
Never.
we got one more minute.
No.
So,
Okay,
let's get this
let's do
started.
it.
Go.
Here we go. When I was on, go ahead and sing on text. Triple and triple. Oh, never my red eyes.
And she never sins by telling the tale. To the same person twice.
don't go right, you have to start figuring out a scaffold. Like, what can they do? And so, like, is it rhythm? Is it pitch? Like, what kind of support? Like, you're on the right track. When you do the lint, I want you to look in the video, if it's there. I want you to see, I feel like we see a lot of this, and I want you just to discern if it's really clear where the beat is. And then I
Are you
have
talking about my four?
yeah, the lento at 4. Yeah, I think it's that.
Don't do that.
Something
I'm just
like that. It makes a lot of stop.
You can do whatever you want.
Marisa, there's one more comment.
Free will, right?
Oh, yes.
Thanks,
Stop.
Wind it.
She's calm. Never going away with the ball.